Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are going to do my update 7 in my Mission 100% Cruelty Free. If you are unfamiliar with this project, I'm going to have a couple playlists listed down below. I'm going to have my playlist listed from the start of January till now, as well as I'm going to have the community playlist because this project was started by Sarah. I can never pronounce her last name, so I'm just going to have it down below. Sarah is an amazing content creator. She's been taking a little bit of a hiatus, but she's absolutely amazing. She does beautiful eyeshadow looks and she is just beyond amazing. She's been doing a lot more like lifestyle, like mental health awareness stuff on her channel. So if you're unfamiliar with this project, this is a rolling 5-pan project pan, which means you have 5 items that you're working on at any given time. The premise of this is to get your project to a cruelty-free status. So all of the products in this project in particular are all non-cruelty free. So these are products that either sell in mainland China, test on animals here in the States, or just aren't cruelty free in some capacity. I am really excited about the progress that I've made. I am going to invoke my refresh. I did hit goal in 5 items. I think I hit goal in 6 items as of last update, and I kind of was like, I'm going to put it in the back burner to like maybe do a refresh of this update depending on what I have in here, and I am going to do my refresh. Now, I don't really think I need to do a refresh. It's really just one item that's going to be taken out, and we will get into that, but I want to add some items that are like more seasonally appropriate with the goal to just use them right now. But first, if you have not already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. It does help me out and I do appreciate it so much. Without further ado, let's just get talking about these products. So to start, I have my panning notebook here. This has all of my project pan information. I did rip out a few pages that were not relevant anymore, so I have a lot more condensed and a lot more project focused in here. Now, to start, we're going to talk about my MAC lip liner in Beet. The goal was not to use this up completely. The goal was just to get down to where it says, I don't even know if you will be able to see, right where it says net weight. I've been making pretty steady progress for the past 4 or 5 months, and if I continue on this progress, I think that I could hit my goal on it. I am wearing this lip liner underneath a lipstick today, which I will talk about also because I think that this is just a really beautiful lip color. I think that I can get some use out of this, and I'm so close to the goal on this that I'm like, I don't want to roll this out. I really contemplated rolling this out at the refresh, but I'm like, I'm so close to the goal. I have 2 more months before I hit it, and I really just want to use this up, and then it will start becoming a little bit more seasonally appropriate to some of the other shades, but this is still trucking along. I've used this lip liner 7 times this month. I've used this a total of 48 times in this project since the very beginning of the year, so I feel like it's forever. It's going to be ongoing forever. The next product, I didn't bring one of the pans in because this is like my 3-in-1 product. So they're all shades from my Lorac Pro palette. I depotted them and they all kind of lived in a Z palette. So 2 of the shades I will post a picture over here of what happened. I posted about it on my Instagram stories. I broke a shadow in my pan, those eyeshadows that I had hit pan, which is very frustrating. And then I had to repress them into different pans. So I repressed the green shade that I was working on into the pans that held taupe and mauve. So I pressed mauve and taupe into this, and she's completely gone. There was not that much left, and I did use that as my contour shade the past month. I did finish this up. I actually kind of miss a contoury step, which is crazy because I never thought I was going to be like a contour kind of gal, but I do miss this I feel like I'm missing it today. But I think that my makeup looks pretty good with just like the warm bronzer on it. But yeah, so that was 2 shades, but it's like, it doesn't really matter because it was like a 3-in-1. So like 2 out of my 3-in-1. So I still have 1 left. The other shade that I have from my Lorac palette is the shade Sable, and it is the color that I'm using in my brows. I will have a picture over here of the usage from last month, so you can compare it to how it's looking this month. Now, I didn't officially get that corner used up, but I made a good chunk of progress in this. So I am honestly so sick of this eyeshadow. I don't really like it in my brows. I am wearing it in my brows today. I feel like it's just I have such dark hair and dark eyebrows that I think I really need something that's like more of almost a black in my brows personally, at least in the tail of my brows, or maybe that this is just a little bit too warm toned for my brows, especially since I feel like I have pretty cool dark hair rather than warm dark hair. So I am trucking along on this. I actually am using this on the outer corner of my eyes today. I think I'm going to start trying to multi-purpose this. I really have only been using it in my brows since it's been in this project. So that'll continue to live in and live on. The next product, I actually consider it a goal met. The goal was not to finish it up, but that is my Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. I have the shade Ivory Nude, which I think is just like, I like go back and forth. I'm thinking like, oh, this is perfect, or I'm like, oh, this is like a hair too light, and then I can just pile on the bronzer. I'm in the phase where I think it's a little bit too light right now, so I am considering goal met. My goal was to get underneath where it says foundation, kind of in between this, and I feel like I did that. So I did not mark it, but you can tell like where that demarcation is. I do have a spatula and I push all of the product down on the sides. I am there. I am there now. Ultimately, by the end of this year, I will use this up, and I have no problem doing that, especially with the progress that I've made. I think I can knock this out in the wintertime easy, like very easily. So altogether, Soft Ivory, I used 29 times, and I feel like 29 times, that is not that much for this. This month alone, I used it 13 times, so not too bad. I do apply quite a bit, and then I use a sponge so that I feel like the sponge takes some of the product off of my face. The next product I have, oh man, if you were to see my last video, I highly encourage you to do so because I had such a snafu with this little palette that I created. So inside of here, I pressed I will have a picture right here. I pressed my NARS Orgasm. I frankened NARS Orgasm with a loose blush, and then I had Wet n Wild I'm So Lit, just a portion of it pressed into here. And the pans were basically full, and if you saw my last update on this project, you would have saw that like when I swatched the NARS Orgasm solo pressed in here, it completely crumbled and it just kind of was a hot mess. I did save all of the product, but I have a humongous change. So look at that. So she is completely used up. This had a NARS Orgasm, just NARS Orgasm in there, and she's completely gone. It was super, super crumbly, and I used an extremely dense brush when I picked it up, so it deposited a lot more product, and it was able to kind of grab the product rather than fluffing it all around this palette, which needed to, because that was a hot mess if you saw last update. But I also hit pan in this one. I hit pan in this pretty early on, and once I hit pan in this, I was like, okay, I need to just focus on this shade here. I did use my Ordinary HA to press my loose shades in there, and then my Wet n Wild I'm So Lit, I used a big portion of that, and I am wearing both of these on my cheeks today. I really like how I'm So Lit looks. It's just a really icy, like intense highlight, and you all know that I love that. I am not working on this shade. It does have like the tiniest bit of NARS Orgasm pressed into it, like a hair, like not much at all. It's predominantly just pressed blushes by Bare Minerals that I pressed into that pan. So I'm really only focusing on this shade here as well as this shade here. Did I even tell you guys what the goal with this one? I didn't have a goal with this, but now it's to use this guy up and this guy up. So, and then the next shade that, or the next item in this project is actually my Nudestix lip and cheek pencil in the shade Whisper. And this is what I have on my lips today. I think it just, oh, the feel of this is just so creamy and luxurious. It's a very thick, it's not like a thin like lipstick. It's very much thicker than I feel like a bullet lipstick is, but I really like the effect that this is given that MAC lip pencil, and I think I will continue to use this even though I am going to roll this out. I used this 9 times this month. Primarily, I used it right in the center of my lips when I put a nude lip on, and then yesterday actually I discovered putting it on like this, and I was like, why was I not doing this sooner? Because I think that this is such like a bright, vibrant lip color, and I think it's perfect for this time of year. However, if you keep up with my Pan Those eyeshadows, you know I am working on so many colors right now, so a bright lip like this isn't really what I want to gravitate towards at the moment. Since I am rolling my Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation and my Nudestix Whisper out, I do have 2 slots open in this project. So what I've decided to do was to roll in a foundation for that foundation, because I don't have that many non-cruelty free products left, and I really don't have that many like complexion products. So what I've decided to do is, since this is my darkest foundation in my collection, I want to start working on it now. And that is my MAC Studio Waterweight foundation in NC35. I think my mom gave me this, and then I bought the NC20. So NC20 is actually my perfect concealer shade by MAC. So this is a little bit too light for me, and this is a little bit too dark for me. So I have them on today mixed, and I think mixed they work beautifully. So the nice thing about these waterweight foundations is they are so light feeling on the skin that I can wear them right now when it's like 95 degrees in Michigan and not feel like I have a mask on. And I think with having to start going back to the office, I can put this and mix this in with some of my like moisturizers or primers and create a dewy light coverage like tinted moisturizer, because these do mix well with like moisturizers and everything. So I do want to I kind of just want to use them while I can. Since this is too dark, I can use this one all year round, but this one's definitely too dark. So I want to just work on both of them at the same time, because I do like them paired together. They're almost exactly at the same level. I'm just going to use them until the warm weather is no longer here. Once it starts getting like 60s, I'm going to just take these out and then work on my other foundations. The next item, I thought kind of long and hard about this, and I'm still like, I was kind of going back and forth up until last night about this. I am going to roll in my MAC pigments. So I'm going to just do one at a time, try hit my goal on one every time, and then once I hit that goal, roll in the next one. Once I hit that one, roll in the next one. I believe I have 5 or 6. I have these pigments. If you know anything about loose shadows, you know they take a long time to go through. So I want to just start plugging away at them like with a small usage goal. So I don't want to overwhelm myself with this, especially since this is going to kind of be like a placeholder of like rotating these throughout this project. So I only want to use these 10 times within these projects, and I think that that's gonna just help me have and see progress, but not be like, oh my gosh, I have to get through this whole giant thing. And like, yes, this is like the mini size, but it's still so much product. And I think that way it's going to help me stay more seasonally appropriate, because I do have some darker shades and I don't want to work on them in the summer. I am so over panning like dark shades in like spring, summer. This is MAC Tan. It's a beautiful pigment. It's a beautiful color, and I will just use this 10 times and then roll her out for a new one. So full disclosure, I do have this product on my eyes today. I am not counting this as one of my 10 uses. Every time I film these updates, I consider it part of the previous month. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope your projects are going well. Please let me know if you are doing the Mission 100% cruelty free. Let me know how your journey to becoming cruelty free is, or let me know you're not cruelty free and what products you love. I don't know. All right, well, until the next video, I hope you take care, stay sane, stay healthy, stay safe. I will catch you in my next video. Bye.